Hi everyone, John here with a quick transfer roundup video for you. It's 2 weeks to the day that the transfer window rounds up at 5 o'clock on the 9th of August. If you're new around here, please click the subscribe button if you like the channel, and also please hit the notification bell so you get to see the first dibs on all the videos that are going up. Now, as everybody knows, we've had a fantastic window, absolutely superb. Felipe Anderson, Andre Yarmolenko, Jack Wilshere, Ryan Fredericks, Issa Diop, Lucas Fabianski, and Fabian Balbuena. But I still think that West Ham can reinforce in more certain key areas. For example, let me know, before I go into that, let me know where do you think West Ham can reinforce? But where do I think West Ham can reinforce? Personally, for one, I think we should be bringing in another left back. Now, I found a couple of examples in terms of information. I've had a look on transfermarket.co.uk and whoscored.com that have given some great stats in terms of this. For example, Evgeny Chernov, I think you pronounce that, Zenit St. Petersburg, £900,000 for basically €1 million. He's 25-year-old left foot player, 5'9". His last season he had 25 appearances, scored 4 goals and 5 assists. Sorry, 4 goals and 3 assists. He's had 5 yellow cards. He's won the Russian Cup with Tosno while he was over there on loan. He's got no injury records whatsoever, so that's a fantastic sign for us. His average per game is 1.5 key passes per game, 34.2 average passes per game, 0.3 dribbles per game, and he's also dispossessed 0.3 times a game as well. 0.5 bad control of the ball per game, 75.1% pass success rate with an average match rating of 6.65. Now, also, there's another player that I feel would be quite good. A little bit more. He's worth 7.2 million, so up €8 million. Jerome Roussillon. Again, 25-year-old left-footed left back. 22 appearances, 3 goals, 3 assists, and 2 yellow cards. He's been injury-free since his calf injury back in February to March 2014. So we've basically got 4 years where he's been absolutely fine. He can play wing back, left back, midfield, and attacking midfield. All the left positions. Fantastic idea. Just the sort of left back I feel we could use. He can do 1.2 key passes per game, 32.2 average passes per game, 1.7 dribbles per game. And when I mean dribbles, it's not just piddling around with it, it's literally taking on players, dribbling and past the ball and into there. Unfortunately, he gets dispossessed on average of one time each game. He's got an average of 1.9 bad controls per game, but a 79.2% passing success rate and a match rating of 7.11. Now, I know it's not a huge amount, but it's a brilliant. These are the sort of players that I really think we could bring in. Another one that was suggested by one of the guys on Knees Up Mother Brown forum, Patito, I think you pronounce it. Thank you very much for this, mate. I didn't think about this until you mentioned it on the forum earlier today. Now, as everybody may be aware, that Kouyate's not exactly and hasn't been exactly meeting the grade at the moment, and hasn't been for the last couple of seasons. Should Kouyaté go, this geezer is a free agent that he feels, and I agree with him, that has all the potential of being a really, really good signing for us. Okay, this guy is Milan Bajeli. As a 29-year-old right foot defensive midfielder, 27 appearances, 2 goals, 1 assist, 7 yellow cards, 1 double yellow in his last season. He's won the Croatian League 5 times and he's won the Croatian Cup 5 times. Now, I know that's not a huge amount in terms of for us, because obviously the leagues are completely different. But nevertheless, yes, you know, that's perfect. He made one appearance in the World Cup, and he's got 1 goal and 1 assist. So I think he's quite a good player. However, he's got a lengthy injury record. Going back to, he's had all muscular problems in 2017, and from March to April this year, he's had a right side band, basically right knee injury. However, his tackling rate is absolutely superb at 2.6 per average game, per game, 1.8 fouls per game, so a bit hot-headed. Where else are we? So we've got, 2.6 interceptions per game, 1.8 fouls per game, 1.7 clearances per game, 1.6 dribbles per game, 1.2 shots per game, 0.1 blocks, so it's not brilliant for as a defensive midfielder, 1.6 key passes, dispossess at least on 1 time each game, 1.2 bad controls per game, 83.2% pass rate, 4.1 long balls per game, and 0.1 through balls per game. So not a bad shout, to be honest, if I'm honest with you. Could be better, but again, I wouldn't be disappointed if we brought in that sort of player for that sort of time. And the last thing I feel we should be reinforcing in is the striking position, because as we know, we've only really got Hernandez and Arnautovic that we can rely on. Yes, okay, Jack Wilshere can be used as a centre forward, but I would prefer to see him in the number 10 role. And one player that I think would be very good for us, again, purely going on his stats, I've seen his videos, he's not bad either, is the player by the name of Andre Pereira. 23-year-old left-footed player, 18 appearances for Porto, 8 goals, 4 assists, 2 yellow cards and 1 red card in the 17-18 season, but did win the league with Porto. No injury record whatsoever, 0.6 key passes per game, 14.8 average passes per game, 0.8 dribbles per game, 1.7 times being dispossessed per game, 0.4 times he's been offside per game. Now, as I say, that's, and also is unfortunately is not very good on the ball in one regard. It's 2.9 bad controls per game. But as I say, these are the sort of players that I feel that West Ham should be bringing in. Not the players themselves, but some players with these sort of stats. Ideally, it would be nice to see a couple of these come in. There's been no rumours with these guys whatsoever. This is my research that I've been doing on this. So thank you very much for your time on this, guys. I really appreciate it. Put your comments down in the comment section below who you feel would be a good asset to have to come in on either a free, a loan, or a very, very cheap deal. Because that's what it's looking like it's going to be for West Ham's new transactions, unless somebody else goes. I will be doing a video as well in relation to players that I feel, now that Pellegrini's had his eye over the players, who I think he should actually sell. So thank you very much for watching. If you're new around here, please click the notification bell and subscribe. Please share the video with anybody you feel would like to watch it. Please click the subscribe button. Sorry, please click the share button if you the like button. I'm getting my tongue-tied here. Please click the like button if you have liked the video, and please share the video with everybody that you feel may be able to enjoy it. So in the meantime, guys, thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you soon.